My 13 team is Kansas. I am not too high on them. I mean, their quarterback Jalen Daniels does come back. Um, Whoop-de-doo-dot-a. I feel like I'm supposed to be excited about this man, like I was supposed to be excited about Cam Rising. If the Duke could stay on the field, then hell yeah, I would be excited. But homie spends most of the year hurt, so whatever. I mean, he still almost threw for 3,000 yards for a not so good 14 TDs, 12 INTs. He did almost rush for 500 yards and 6 TDs, but like, got to be on the field for that. I mean, complete game changer when he is on the field. He is an absolute dog, absolute animal. The issue is he's not on the field. The best ability is availability, and he is never available. So whatever. We're gonna shout out another lineman. I don't do this often, but give me Bryce Foster, 6'5", 310, absolute behemoth of a human. Scares the shit out of me. Whatever. I believe he was a key player last year. Really protected whoever the backup was. Can't really say he protected Jalen Daniels. And I do believe he'll repeat it this year. I do believe he'll be a force this year. Really protect whoever backs up Jalen Daniels. I mean, should protect him pretty well. Then they got the DB DJ Graham, 6 foot, 200 pounds, 42 tackles, 3 forced fumbles, 2 INTs. Not too bad if you ask me. But their real bread and butter on the defense is Joseph Sip Jr., linebacker, senior, 79 tackles, 7 sacks as a linebacker. I thought that was pretty damn good, which, I mean, I guess that means they send a lot of blitzes, but I like that 7 sacks. I do want the D lineman to get a little more sacks, but if your linebacker's getting 7 sacks, and I mean, fuck it, you're getting there. It doesn't matter how you're getting there, you're getting there. But yeah, my 13 team is Kansas.
All right, so my number 12, Aaryn's already mentioned. It's going to be the Kansas Jayhawks. They were 5-7 last year, 4-5 in conference play. Some of the wins I kind of wanted to highlight. They beat Iowa State, which was ranked 17 at the time, 45-36. This was at the end of the year. Iowa State had these up and down games at the end for some reason here. They also beat BYU 17-13. BYU was ranked number 6 at the time. And they beat Colorado 37-21. And they were ranked 16. So I will let you know, I have Kansas low, but this team has proven to beat teams they're not supposed to. So watch out for Kansas. If they're on the schedule, they might steal one from you. So just watch out. Some of the losses was Kansas State. They lost by 2. It's not bad.
You never know.
Exactly. So on offense, they ranked 10th in the Big 12, and then defense, they ranked 10th as well. Aaryn already talked about it. Jalen Daniels, dude. He 2 years ago, he got injured. He came back at the end of the year. They had a hot streak, and people were like, okay, next year, here we go. And then he got a couple more injuries, and then he just struggled. So maybe it's hard to, go for him with all this past. I just don't know. Maybe he can change it, and if he does, I think Kansas will definitely go a lot higher. I also have Bryce Foster. That's really awesome that you got him, Aaryn. I was not expecting you to get a center, but Bryce Foster, like Aaryn said, he made the All Big 12 second team. So that's not bad. Hopefully he gets first team. On defense, DJ Graham. Aaryn already talked about it, so we stole another one. He came from Utah State, the cornerback. But I changed it up. I got a linebacker, Bengali Kamara. I might have said his first name wrong. He's a linebacker, redshirt senior. He had 9 total tackles, 7 solo, 1 tackle for loss. This is his 6th year, so I want to see how he does. He played 4 games last year in the rotational. He played South Carolina. That's why he didn't have that much stats. So he was a rotational piece and then also got injured. I also wanted to point out in Kansas, all receivers are transfers. So that's also a tough situation there. And you also lose Devin Neal, running back. So, I mean, Kansas, I just don't know what they are. to be honest. So I just put them this low. That's
Okay, is it safe to say Jalen Daniels is the Cam Rising of Kansas?
I wouldn't go that far yet. I would give
I
Daniels a
feel
couple
like he's
more
a game
years.
changer when he's in. He's just never in.
Did Cam Rising have more than one successful season? So that's really
I think
Jalen
so.
had that season, right?
Yeah, just pretty much. Yeah.
And then he got hurt. Yeah, so
Yeah, and
if
I'd have to
Cam
look it
Rising,
up.
if Cam Rising's had more than Cam Rising's been here for so long, but I'm sitting here just thinking like, what?
Hey, shout out to Cam Rising.
I'm trying to remember.
Congratulations
Besides
on the
besides the showdowns that Cam Rising would have with like Caleb Williams, and when the Pac-12 was still there, I'm trying to remember, was Cam Rising still doing that stuff prior? So if so, I'd say Jalen's got to have another season before I can start considering him a Cam Rising.
I was just saying, give Daniels like 15 more years, then you'll be on the same level as Cam Rising. That dude's been there forever.
Yeah.
Sit here and argue with that. I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah, I'm not down there. My number 10 team, I got Kansas. So we kind of already discussed it as far as Jalen Daniels. Can he stay healthy? Is he going to be the Jalen Daniels we know? Is he? Because he's just doesn't play that often. But when he does play, like y'all said, he kind of got on a little bit of hot streak. So if he can kind of continue on that. Lance Leipold, as far as a coach, like I said, he kind of got that whole place excited over there in Kansas and then just wildly underperforms. And like we said, I think it all hinges on Jalen Daniels on that one. I have nothing much else as far as maybe a schedule. Yeah, I don't know if we realize this, but they play Missouri. They play Missouri third week at Missouri. So it renews a rivalry. I mean, they haven't played, I think, in like 15 years, 14 years. Ever since this realignment has happened, I think it's kind of cut off some rivalries. Obviously, we kind of go back now to the West Virginia-Pittsburgh. Well, now here we are with Kansas and Missouri, a rivalry wakes again. It's at Missouri, third week. Good Lord. And I think it's more of the schedule. Notice this. Might be a crazy thing. I can see a scenario where in week 7, Kansas is going in to Lubbock 5-1. And then you're probably thinking, well, then why the heck would you have them at 10? Because it's after that where they play Texas Tech, Iowa State, Kansas State. You see what I'm saying? And so that's where it's like you can go 5-1 in this dang thing, 6-6. Or, yeah, you're going bowling, but it's that moment where they can kind of come into Lubbock, Texas 5-1.
Yeah.
You're thinking, well, Jalen Daniels is on it. It's that back into that schedule that
But then again,
I
it's
start
also
to
the Big
question
12,
whether they can do it.
They could leave.
They could continue.
11-1.
They could continue 5-1
Yeah,
and start.
They could leave 11-1.
They could rock off 9 wins at least.
This
and
conference
here you are,
is
9-3.
easily the hardest conference to rank.
Yeah.
Easily.
So I think there's
definitely
just
tough.
I think there's just too many question marks for me. If Jalen Daniels can do what he does, you're right. 8-9, heck, 10. I don't know. You can also go 6-6. You can also go 6-6
and
right here, and it can get ugly.
Kind of like you
So-
said, you're kind of saying Kansas can be like Pitt. Pitt had 7 straight wins and then lost 6 straight.
Uh-huh.
So you kind of seen it.
It's a rough
I can
way
see
to go. That's a rough way to go. Can you imagine the roller coaster for a family? It's not even a roller coaster. It's just you getting to the top, and then it's just we're just gonna keep going. Like there's none of this. It's like you kind of
It's
hate
the
that for a
Texas
fan base.
I will say, though,
Texas
Kansas
Jayhawks.
might steal one.
I thought it was
Might
the
steal one of
Titans
those
Six
games,
Flags, where it's just like a real big drop. Say that again. Sorry.
I was saying, like, Kansas, though, they might steal a game down there. Just watch out.
Yeah,
You never
and they
know
very
what
well
Kansas
could.
team are getting. Yeah.
Yeah. So
never know.
with all that, I have Kansas at 10.
Doing pretty good, thanks for asking. Thanks for asking. I said I'm doing pretty good, thanks for asking. Hey. Okay, well, I just blew the fuck out of my headphones. I know what I mean, man.